but then that has like kind of Viking-y things and stuff going on as well, which is rad. But yeah, I guess it's like sort of mostly England and a little bit of Germany, I suppose, if you were to go to recent times. Okay. But then, yeah, but seriously, before that, it really does go back to First Fleet sort of stuff. So it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The most popular beers from 35 countries.
Yes.
Are you ready? Argentina, Cerveza Quilmes. Australia, Victoria Bitter.
What about Foster's?
Well,
well, that was like
Belgium, Chimay.
Oh yeah, okay. Chimay.
Brazil.
Does that make you think of South Park? Just say that a few times.
Chimay.
Chimay.
Brazil is Skol.
Yeah. Oh really?
Okay.
That's funny because like that should have been like Norwegian or something. But anyway.
Okay. So I'm saying these to you, hoping that you know a brand, right? Cambodia, Angkor beer.
Oh, Angkor. Yeah, of course I've had that so many times. No, I don't know. Like.
Canada, Labatt.
I love Labatt.
China, snow beer.
Oh, rad. That's a great name.
We should get to know China. I mean, China's beer, because obviously
I reckon there's a chance
Gold
our
Coast.
brewery's going to come from China.
Well, yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who? What'd you say?
China.
Say it again. I missed it.
Our brewery's going to come from China.
Don't say that on this podcast.
Why not?
You're ruining the brand. It's
No,
going to come
sorry.
with that Spring Mountain over there.
No, well, someone's going to build it.
All right.
Affordable stainless products.
Who doesn't know the beer from Czech Republic? Pilsner,
Budvar.
Urquell, Denmark,
yeah.
Carlsberg.
Oh,
Ethiopia has a beer.
okay. What's it called?
St. George Lager.
What? That's so
Sounds
freaking
right.
English. Hang on, we've
Since
got Skol
1922.
in where? Skol was in like Brazil, and now we've got what was that one? St. George's.
St. George Lager.
Is in where? Zimbabwe.
Ethiopia.
Wait a minute.
Since 1922, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, French Polynesia.
That's
Hinano.
colonisation at its best.
From Tahiti.
What about England? Is it
Wait
like
a minute.
John
Wait
Smith's or something?
India. Okay, you should know.
India,
this.
is it like I don't know, tiger or something? Where's that?
Kingfisher.
Kingfisher. That's it. It was one of those. Two.
Indonesia.
I don't know.
We should do a world beer tour, brother.
We should, but I don't want to drink these
Bintang.
beers. Yeah, Bintang. I should have known that.
All right, Israel. This is actually close to my heart because Titan Sheds' number one shed is a Gold Star.
Oh,
so Israel sells a Gold Star.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Italy. Okay.
These are all mass-produced beers, man. I'm not going to know anything about
Yeah,
this.
but it's still the
Peroni?
most popular. Yes.
Okay.
One for Wheldon.
All right, thank you.
Jamaica.
Red Stripe.
Hey, two for Wheldon.
I'm on fire.
Japan.
Ooh, Asai?
Hey.
Oh.
3 for Wheldon. Here
right.
we go. Kenya. Tusker.
Oh, wow. Cracker.
You know it?
No.
Okay. Laos.
Lao. I don't know. What
Beer
is
Lao.
it? Beer Lao. Well, that was freaking creative.
Madagascar. Who doesn't know? That's
I
the
know.
question. 3 Horses Beer.
Oh, man.
Okay, here's
What
one.
about a Safa one? Is there something?
Wait a minute. I'm going through. It's alphabetical.
Okay.
Mexico.
Mexico Corona?
Modelo.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Modelo.
It says Corona being chief among them. Hang on. Grupo
Group
Modelo.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, well, that's the Corona thing, yeah.
Oh, the largest Mexican brewery group produces a bunch of beers you might recognize, Corona being chief amongst them. Why don't you tell us about
Do they do Australia?
Okay, Netherlands.
Ooh, Heineken?
Yes, 4 for Pete. Here we go. Norway.
Ooh, I don't know.
Ringnes.
Moonshine, I mean.
No,
Yeah.
Ringnes. Okay, Pakistan.
Wow, okay. What is it?
That's interesting. It's an Aussie name, actually.
Yeah.
Murray beer.
Murray's?
It's a Murray.
Oh, wow.
Murree, Murray beer. Philippines.
Shikes.
San Miguel Pale Pilsen.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I'm glad they like Pilsner. How are we going?
We get up to peas.
Okay.
I need another beer too.
Crack
Poland.
this one.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Remember, it's a big beer. We've got to drive after this. Have you got a glass?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Poland. No, I don't have a glass. I got this can though.
Okay, let's take the top off it.
Poland. Zwick.
Oh, yeah.
You know that?
I'm
Do you?
not sure if that's the correct explanation or
Widely,
pronunciation, but yeah.
Widely considered to be an emblem of Poland and a source. I bet they get right into it in Poland. Let's face it.
Man, the
What else you
Polish...
got to do?
Have you seen... Like, there's a lovely guy out in the valley, Shimon, and, like, seriously, they don't make men like that in Australia.
Yeah, they don't. This is a monster man.
This guy is a man unit. He is so huge. Like,
He speaks like a Polish man.
he does. He's serious, no mucking around. Whoa, hey, taxi. But yeah, like beautiful guy, really lovely dude, and serious businessman, and just, and always sounds like he means business too. That Polish accent.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but
Romania.
man love, serious man love. That guy's a boss.
That's what's this one?
This is the Louisiana Voodoo Queen. Cheers to Food Grog Bogs.
Tastes like chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Romania, Ursus. Russia.
Oh, yum! That is so good. We should never have had that beer cold. It's so much nicer warm.
Yeah.
It's like
Baltica.
caramel date coffee.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
let's
too.
have a beer geek moment here. That is lovely.
That is good.
Yum.
I don't remember it tasting so good. See what I mean?
It's coming to me, man.
I've turned.
You have to, yeah. Look, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Honestly, the fact is that you're embracing good beer, and that's a result of the fact that this country has been kept in a beer cave of corporate lager kind of garbage for way too long. And
Really has.
And all of a sudden, there's that's what this whole thing's about. I mean, it started in America technically. Anyway, let's not go there. I don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, we followed America's suit.
Right.
And
yeah, when you drink a Budweiser, it's that watered down shit.
Yeah, and I mean, there's others too, like Miller and all that sort of shit. Like, what? It's the same thing, but it makes sense, man. From a business perspective, if you're in the business elite and you want to make big money, you're corporate and all that, you make the beer that everyone wants to drink, and you make sure there's no competition. And the other competition is there; they make a very similar beer, and it's mildly different. And then you keep going from there, and you keep it to like 5 big producers, and that's it, or something like that. I don't know.
Or does
and everyone just makes lager and kicks ass.
Does a hops beer go off quicker?
No, technically the other way, because hops are a preservative.
Okay.
You got to. I'm gonna get myself in trouble here, but basically, like these beers, like mass-produced beers, are like food. You got to think about food science, chemicals, all this sort of stuff. These guys are serious business. They're using things that aren't quite. I've got to be careful. I'm getting less than.
They're just trying to look after.
I want to be diplomatic, but their interest is really bang for your buck for them.
Well, there are multiple.
So, like, whereas craft beer is actually about like using real ingredients and making real beer. Now, people are going to cut me down for saying this because they can say like, "Yeah, we actually use real ingredients to make real beer at Forex or whatever." But anyway.
Well, more to the point. Remember, I told you I went to the Carlton United. I know someone in there, and they took me on the inner tour. And I'm talking, really know a great family friend, and I'm in the room with the 4 guys.
So jelly.
There was like 4 guys that run the mix.
Yeah.
And then they go home. They've got computers at home that run the mix.
Yeah.
And there's another 4 guys that fill in, but they're all like, Jono, Davo, Pete. It was like the happiest place I've ever seen, right? But they constantly looked at the mix on screens.
Yep.
So they've got a lot of pressure. This is far beyond them.
Huge pressure.
Yeah, but even the bosses, the beer is far beyond them. Yeah. This is what everyone likes. We can't fuck this up now. It's like, this is exactly what it is, and we have to do everything for all this population to replicate. So no doubt VB would have started...
Consistency.
VB would have started the same way.
Yeah.
It got to a point where we need to mass produce. What do we need to do? We need to get all this crap in. We've got to get all these other things in just to make it taste like that.
Yeah.
People keep buying it. What are we going to do now? It could happen to Currumbin Valley Brewing.
I hope so, but like I don't know. Man. God, I don't think we'll have the skill. I don't think we'd have the skill to do it on that scale. I mean, hopefully, if it ever gets to that.
Or the water. We'd have to suck it out of the mountain.
Well, man, water chemistry is pretty mellow. I mean, you can do reverse osmosis and add things back in. And there's a lot of that goes on. I mean, if you're drinking spring water, technically spring water, like say Mount Franklin or whatever, or anything like that. Like, these guys RO or reverse osmosis water and then add stuff back in and sell it to you as spring water. It's like, man, it's cheaper to do it that way. And similar sort of things happen with beer or commercial beer on a large scale. It's like, it is beer. It looks like beer. It tastes like beer. But like, is it friggin' water, malt, hops and yeast, or is it chemical, synthetic stuff that does that?
I bet they're feeling the pinch now, though.
Probably not.
Well, I don't buy it anymore.
Well, yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, and then all you guys don't buy it anymore.
Craft beer, I think, is like lucky to even be 5%, which is why really we're all on the same team. Like the whole market, we're on the same team. And then what the biggest sign of this sort of stuff, the shift in the way it's going, isn't that 5%, but it's more when you're seeing the big players like buying up craft breweries that they consider are doing well enough that they're attractive to them in money terms. That's what a corporation thinks about. It's about the money, isn't it? So yeah, it's business at the end of the day. I'm not very good at business. I'm good at. I'm learning, but I'm good with people, and I really enjoy people, and people enjoying stuff like what people are good at and what they share. That's what I really enjoy. That's sort of what I get into. It makes me tick. But yeah, like money and business and crap like that is, it's great. I mean, it's like another drug. It's like an iPhone or a friggin' beer. I think people just get kicks out of making money, really, at the end of the day. That's sort of where it comes down to. Good call, man. I'm just sort of catching a handful of crap at the moment. We've just had a beer spill before. It was a beer appreciation, a froth moment. Yeah. So
the question is, it's 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Currumbin Valley Brewing, people just love it. They don't give a shit. They love it, and you can't sell enough of it.
So
some big. Okay, no, I'm telling you the future. Actually, some big multinational comes along and says, "We're going to buy it. We're going to give you an offer just too ridiculous to refuse. You take it, but you have to put in an option there. I get to keep one." One bit has to be myself. One bit has to come out of my shed from the mountain. It has to.
No, see, that's what we do. Obviously, with a business thing, you do it in sort of stages, or phases, or whatever you want to call it. Primarily for me and Luke, we talk about this all the time because we're in that primordial soup of business startup at the moment. And it's involving working on recipes and talking to councils and bringing marketing and design, all this sort of shit. But what is it? How do we scale up all the time? This is important for any kind of business. The question of what would happen if someone bought us out is never even come into the picture yet because we don't even give a fuck. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say that, but we don't really care about that. But ultimately for me, and Luke probably, I hope he knows this by now, but it's like about having something on my land that A, gives us a tax break, but is a passion and hopefully something I can pass on to my children as well for them to do. It's a business, it's a family business on the family land that helps the community, the local community and everything. It's about that. It's not about how I make gazillion dollars and how I go on to sell it. I'd happily work in my brewery doing something until I die. Like if that's 90 or if that's 68 or if it's tomorrow, then I'd still be happy if I had a brewery set up and I died in it. That'd be great, But
is it expensive, Bot?
Oh hell yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's a major layout.
I love
major
Bolter. I love Bolter XPA, right?
Yep.
I know it's expensive.
It's cracking beer.
So that means to me that I'm helping a label out trying to sell a beer because it's expensive, because it actually, you can't compete with the prices of mass-produced, even Corona.
Yeah.
You can't, even Corona in Australia. You can't compete with that. So for me to support Bolter, I've got to pay a lot of money, which means they're not making that much money. They're just trying to get it in the shop.
Yeah, look, I don't know much about the scale of Bolter in terms. I know the size of it. I wouldn't have any idea about the price, but they have got to recoup money. My God, man, it's a brewery capable of making 3,000. I think it might be bigger or less, or whatever, but at least 3,000 liters of beer at a time. Every time you brew in a 6-hour brew day, if you do a double brew day, you're going to make between 5,000 and 6,000 liters of beer. It's a lot of beer. It's a lot of beer. Now, if you think it's Forex and that sort of stuff, it's dwarfed. Forex, and as you would have seen firsthand from your mates doing it, it's out of control. So but the cost there to set up is huge. So of course they got to recoup. They've got to be a business. They've got to make money.
I wonder why it's so expensive, but I'm not asking you because you don't want to get you in trouble. But
well,
it's a lot
I think it
of
comes
money.
down to economies of scale.